Nikki.
And welcome back to Dysfunctional Diaries.
Diary entry 24?
I don't know. It's one of those two. Sorry. A diary to confess our sins.
Boost our egos
and put the fun back in Dysfunctional.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dysfunctional Diaries, diary entry 20-something. We're not exactly sure which one, but we're back and we're better than ever. We haven't filmed for a little bit. Yeah.
Sorry for accidentally ghosting you guys.
Just a little bit. Today we're going to get into some very fun things. We're going to talk about personalities. We might even be taking a little personality quiz. So if you're curious what you are, what we are, if you want a little bit, to go in depth into these crazy minds of ours, join us for the next 40 odd minutes or something like that. But before we get into that, we're going to do our normal schmormal. So let's start with a little bit about your week, because I don't know if we've done like a little week recap and or like just anything you want to share, and then some obsessions.
You first.
Okay, things to share. I finally have a plan for my birthday. Yes. Where's the? Give me the applause. Give me the applause. Thank you.
Oh my god! Finally. Oh my
god. As you know, before I was thoroughly stressing. I don't even think I showed the surface level of stress that I was feeling.
There's no way. There's absolutely no way.
I fully had so many mental breakdowns. To be a Leo with a birthday, the Leo girls know if you're born between July 22nd to
August something.
August 22nd, then you're a Leo girl and you know what it's like. And our birthdays are a big deal. I felt like
July 23rd to August 22nd.
Amen. All right, because Selena Gomez isn't a Leo. Okay. I felt like Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump Rules when it came to my birthday. Like, I was like, it's my birthday. And I had to really calm down and really set my mind and intentions. We tried. We, spent a whole day. Me, Lyla, and Joe spent a whole morning trying to throw out ideas.
I want to say it was me and Joe throwing out the ideas and Nikki going, pow!
No!
Punching us in the face.
No.
Saying, no,
not at all.
No,
not at all.
Absolutely.
I just had certain I was trying to make it so I was compromising with everyone, but then I was also trying to make it so that I would be excited and happy about it.
Yeah.
And I think I found a good medium. And we're gonna have a whole birthday episode, and we'll talk about all those things. But just know, there's now a theme. There's now a plan. My birthday's not for a little over a week. So yeah. That's what I'd like to share. What would you like to share?
My share is my mom's birthday. My mom had her birthday this weekend? Last weekend?
Do you remember?
And, I love celebrating my mom, so it was fun being with her all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what else happened for me?
You're about to have, something really fun coming up. Right after my birthday? You're being the one leaving after a birthday, except for me.
I am finally.
Instead of me.
Oh my god, it's like the tables has turned. I'm finally going to my Halloween convention.
Yes.
I'm so excited. I'm going to a convention called Midsummer Scream. And it's one of my favorite things to do. I've been going for the past 5 years, minus COVID year, because I don't think it was happening. But other than that, I have been going every year because I love Halloween.
If you look at her left arm, she's fully tatted with Halloween things and Scream.
I wonder if that makes
pumpkins
me intimidating. If people saw this side of me, Just,
I don't think so.
Things
but also, I know you. Those are not Lyla. It's a ghost that says trick or treat. It's a jack-o'-lantern and the Scream guy, Ghostface, and Casper. No, I don't think that makes you intimidating.
I know, but what if people are
they're it's a tatted baddie. They don't know what to do.
They don't know what to do with
I don't know.
baddie.
I don't know. You want to get into obsessions?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So my recent obsession, Lila's gonna look at me crazy, and I already know. Actually, she's not gonna look at me crazy
because I know what it is.
She knows probably what it is. Well, actually, you wanna guess?
I'm gonna guess it's either Love Island to the Summer I Turned Pretty or something. I don't know. It's gonna be something so fucking niche and random, and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck?
Okay, to start off first, yes, a part of it, not what I was going to say, is Summer I
Oh.
Turned Pretty.
Okay.
Because as we know, that's like everything I am and more. I love Summer I Turned Pretty. If you haven't, please go watch the series. If you have time to read the book, super easy read. I'm sure we've already talked about it on here, but the first 3 episodes of season 2 came out. I cried like 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Rewatched it, cried again.
Yeah.
It's a masterpiece, and I'm not gonna like drag you on with the details. Just go watch it. Go watch it, and then come back here, and I'm sure I'll talk about it once again. But a niche thing that I've been watching this whole week, National Geographic. National Geographic. And I got into it because, like, by my own free will. Like, let me tell you, not the animal part of National Geographic, but, like, okay, so recently, I've been really getting into, I mean, I've been into it before, but I've been really getting into it recently, is
Documentaries?
Mount Everest. I've had, like, a weird fixation with Mount Everest. I think it's so interesting. I love hearing people's stories of climbing it because it's, like, the most insane thing. I don't want to get into, like, the little itty-bitty details because I can't even do them off the top of my head, and I'd be upset at myself for messing it up. But there's this area in Mount Everest called the Death Zone.
Oh, okay.
You know this?
I think I do.
Where basically no human can survive.
Yeah, no.
Especially for, like, a certain amount of like, over a certain amount of time.
Right.
And so that's what originally got me into Mount Everest, is because I heard someone talk about it on a podcast. And then I started hearing all these other stories, and then I randomly found this guy talking about how his brother died on Mount Everest, and he was going to go look for his brother.
Okay.
Like, to bring his body home. 23 years later. So then it was like a National Geographic documentary, so I watched it, and then I was like, I am fascinated. So then I've just been on a National Geographic binge. Like, I've been watching so many videos today. I found a series called Extreme Rescues on National Geographic, and it's like when an avalanche happens.
Yes. Oh my God, those are terrifying.
Or like when someone's out at sea and like the boat is capsizing. Yeah. Or like something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So that's been my new obsession. That's been my new obsession.
Can I tell you something about National Geographic?
Yeah.
I can watch The Scariest Things to Bed. I cannot watch World's Deadliest Animals. I had a nightmare.
You did tell me that
about
once.
a killer whale trying to eat me, and I freaked out because I went to bed to World's Deadliest Animals, and I woke up crying. Like, I mean, I hate that stuff.
First of all, killer whales, orcas, all those things, very frightening. Very scary. They'll tear you up.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised.
Yeah. But oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. But were you surprised at mine?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, she loves a documentary.
I love a documentary about anything.
The other day, I can't remember, I was with Kelly and my mom, and Kelly is my aunt, and I call her Kelly, her name's not Kelly. But, I was with my mom and Kelly, and I was telling them, I was like, you know, it's like, we were looking at something, and I was like, and I watched a documentary on it, and I said, oh my God, I sound just like fucking Nikki. Like, I literally stopped and went, oh, I sound like Nikki.
Documentaries are so good. You want to know another? Actually, I think I told you this.
Tell me.
I've been watching a documentary on Netflix called Quarterback.
Yeah.
Follows 3 quarterbacks for like a season.
Oh my God.
Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins. Yeah.
The other day we were having a sleepover, and Nikki, like, because she, like, randomly, I don't know what, it was Kezi's birthday, I think, and that's the night you slept over. And Nikki, we were trying to decide what to watch. She sat and paused on this WWE documentary. I said, no.
It was actually about gladiators. It wasn't about WWE.
It wasn't wrestlers?
They are.
Oh, sorry.
They're just not WWE.
I thought they were WWE, sorry. And I was like, no. She was, it just, like, looks so interesting. I'm like, not watching this right now. It's so random.
I love, like, random documentaries about things that I have no idea about. Like gladiators and WWE wrestlers. Like, I'm like, that's for me. I can watch. And you know when I love a documentary? Right when I wake up. Right when I open my eyes. That is my favorite time. Like, that's when I'll watch Law & Order SVU. Oh my God. And that's when I sound like an old person. Anyway.
Want to hear my obsession?
Yeah,
and the only reason I...
Go ahead.
wanted to go second is because I'm talking about NCT Dream, but because their new album is called ISTG, and that's a personality of one of the personality tests.
Oh.
What, you swear to God?
I thought ISTG stands for I swear to God.
Nikki, ISTJ.
Oh.
I meant.
Ew, Lyla. You just made me laugh, and then you said ew, then I looked at me, and I was like... Okay.
Anyways,
for the people on the audio... Sorry. Okay.
They have a new album, and it's called ISTJ. I think I didn't mean to say G. You know, I kind of get those two mixed up.
Yeah.
And my obsession is the song
I swear
called...
to Jesus.
No, it's a personality.
Right.
The MBTI personality test.
Yes.
Which
we're gonna tune in later when we take one.
There's a song called Poison. And let me tell you, I have to show it to you because, like...
It mesmerized you.
I literally want this song sang to me by themselves because like when they come in concert, I have to. I think I'll sob with that song because it's so good.
If you don't already know, we're gonna go see them again.
I'm gonna make Joe and Nikki come see them again.
No tickets have been purchased.
No, I'm doing what we did last time. Maybe not as stressful.
We literally bought the tickets 20 minutes before.
But I'm doing the exact same thing.
Experience more fun.
Like it's more fun.
Yeah.
But I'm doing the exact same thing because it was so fun.
It was so
fun. But yeah, my obsession is the song called Poison because it's just so good, and SOS is good, and you know, Starry Nights and Pretzel. Pretzel made me laugh. They're just saying pretzel.
I want you to have an NCT girl so bad so they can get with you like this.
NCT girl? Oh, friend?
Like a friend. Like I'm saying, like, because like, even though like you listen to me about Summer I Turn Pretty, I know you don't fucking care about it.
I know.
I listen to you about NCT. I do care that you care.
I do care that you care.
Oh yeah, you do care that I care. But we
can't get
first
into
person.
But you get to have people like around you that like watch that shit. I have no one around me that watch like.
I also like
NCT.
I talk to people on TikTok about it.
I talk to people, but K-pop stands are so intimidating to me. Like I feel like they'll fucking find my address and cuss me out.
Like what do you call it? What is it called?
Docs.
But
yeah,
it's crazy because then when you go to the concert, they're like so like,
like to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm just like I love NCT. Like I love them so much.
Hopefully, by the time they go in concert, we'll be invited to the concert.
Yeah, like how Pink Panthers was. Pink Panthers was. We're gonna be invited.
Yeah,
we're invited.
Or like that girl from BuzzFeed. Like or just from BuzzFeed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I believe that we're gonna be invited to the next concert, and we're gonna go good viral. We're gonna go good viral.
Good viral.
Good viral. Good.
Well,
should we get into it?
We're gonna get, as you can tell, we haven't podcasted in a while, so we were just fully going full out. But now we're gonna get into our personality quizzes. But before we get into our personality quizzes, do you want to talk a little bit about our personalities? I feel like it's hard to talk about it from first person, so let's talk about each other's personalities.
Okay.
You begin.
Okay. I think that you are a very outgoing, adventurous, bubbly, and loving.
Thank you. I think you...
Wait. You're like, bubble popper.
I think you're really chill.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
If you guys don't know, I used to tell people... Well, like, I realized this, like, years later, like, this year.
Who did you tell?
I don't remember, but I used to, like, when people used to be like, oh, like, what's Lyla like? I'd be like, she's super chill. She's just, like, really chill.
She told me this, like, not, like, recently, but, like, recently, like, as in this year.
I must have said it, Lyla, when we weren't thick as thieves or something.
No, there's just, like, absolutely no fucking way.
I don't know what realm of life I would be like, she's chill.
There's no chill in me.
I don't know
There's no chill in me.
But I think you're also really bubbly.
Thank you.
I think you're really kind to others. No, I'm kidding.
In my head, every time I talk to Nikki, like I go, I just like want to be described as kind. Like,
Yeah,
that's
they go,
all I
you
want.
are.
Like
To others.
no, that's how she goes to others.
But it's because Lila's like my sister, so she like...
It's like sisters.
It's like sisters. But I think Lila's really kind. She's really bubbly. I think you're really inviting. Like, I don't think you give off bad energy. I think you're really inviting.
I always love being approached.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think you're... I hate to say this. I think you're funny.
Nikki, the other day, because I said I'm the hilarious friend. Hold on, I have a side note before I forget this. Someone said on TikTok, like, the facts you don't know. If you, like, sing in the shower, you're the funny friend, and all they do is sing in the shower and perform. And I'm like, damn it, I know Nikki sings in that goddamn shower. Like, I know she sings and I know Joe sings in the shower. Like, I just know they fucking sing in the shower.
So we're all funny.
So we're all the funny ones. But Nikki hates giving me funny because now it's gotten to my head. The fame's gotten to my head.
Because, like, you know how it is when you have, like, a best friend, like, you know, you just, like, you say things here and there sparingly, but then Lyla internalized it, so I'm like, I can't call her funny anymore. Her head's gonna get too big.
I think I'm so fucking funny.
But I was like, there's this one joke that Lyla said, and I'm not even gonna say it because it's gonna make no sense, but there's this one joke that Lyla said that I literally said to this day is, like, the funniest, wittiest joke I've ever heard her make in my life. Like, real comedy.
I think I'm just quick with things.
Like,
That's
it
why.
was so witty, I can't even explain to you, and ever since then, I was like, Lyla, you are so funny.
I just, like when I was younger, I used to want to be a comedian, and then my life got ruined by one Uber driver. Because he was like,
funny or something?
No, I was like, he's like, so, like, what do you want to do after high school? And I was like, oh, like, I really, like, I would love to be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, really? Tell me a joke. And I was like, I don't have one right now.
You know when they do that on cut videos when someone's like, I'm a comedian, they're like, tell me a joke.
What the fuck joke are we supposed to say?
It's supposed to be like crowd work and you lead up and you build it and like
knock knock, who's there? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's always stuck with me and he ruined that for me and I was like, I'm never gonna tell someone I want to be a comedian. I had a Facebook page saying I want to be a comedian. I will show it to you after because literally I think it's still up. It's so embarrassing.
But yeah, I think that's Lila's personality. When I did first meet Lyla, Lyla was definitely more aloof, is what I used to describe her. She was definitely more, she's always been a funny gal.
I've just been a funny gal.
But she was definitely more like aloof and maybe more internal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you think life was when you first met me?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember much of first meeting you. I remember
like, well, I'm going based off like when we were like in high school.
I remember you always making me laugh. We always had, she was my skit partner. Like we always do the dumbest skits in the world, thinking it was so funny.
Funny.
And no cameras. We would just do it for no one.
We always talk about, we're like, if TikTok
existed,
when we were like in high school, wow, like we're aging ourselves.
I know.
If TikTok existed when we were in high school, we would have hit after hit because we used to just make videos for no one. Like we would, if we did videotape it. If we did record it, we would put it on our spams.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Something funny like that. Or like Snapchat private story or like something.
It was always like that.
But we would like do full elaborate like skits. Or remember we almost recorded a rap song? Oh. Like on a random school night.
I want you to know we were sitting on my front porch, light on. Like, it was dark outside.
School the next day. We're like, what if we recorded a song right now?
What if we just like did it?
But we're always down for a skit. We're always down for
fun to do a skit.
Something performative. Yeah. It's who we are at heart.
It's always will be.
But yeah.
But I think I just like remember you always making me laugh, always having the tea, but she hated that we said that. Always do the gossip. It's
not that I hated when people said I always had the tea. Someone, I'm not even gonna say who it is. Someone started being like, shady, Nikki, so shady.
Shady lady.
And I was like, there's a difference between having the tea or like knowing the gossip or like loving a good goss, you know? Yeah. And like being shady. Because to me, shady is like you're moving weird. Yeah. You cannot trust her. Yeah. She's shady, whatever. So I used to hate that. Yeah. Especially when it was said out loud. I'm like, oh my God, don't say that.
But I remember those like moments in high school.
But yeah.
I love those moments though.
I love those moments too.
But yeah, that's how I would describe.
Yeah, I'd say our personalities have definitely shifted, but I think for the better.
I've taken this test before, by the way, and
Me
I've
too.
always gotten the same answer.
I don't remember my answer at all.
Uh,
You regularly make new friends.
I like, when I think of this, I don't go out, but when I do fucking randomly meet people, make friends.
Right.
When I do this, I put in the middle because I can't disagree or agree.
Right. It's up to you, however you interpret.
Maybe I'll like lowly agree because I feel like I do, whenever I do go out, I do make random friends and have follows on Instagram the next day.
It's always a fun time. I would say, I think I'm going to pick the little second dot because I love making new friends. I love talking to people. Mm-hmm. I guess just think about it in your personality. Maybe not like situational.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Circumstantial. Your turn.
You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest.
Agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too.
Honestly, I do get teary-eyed sometimes when I see people. I have to like blink a couple times. It just depends on the person's crying situation.
I would say agree, but I might put the not the middle, but the one to the left.
Oh, the big one? Or the small one?
The second. Ooh. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. Yes. I do.
I sometimes do. I'm gonna put it in the middle.
You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure.
I'd like to think Nikki, on the other hand, disagree.
I don't think I stay calm under pressure.
I get overwhelmed easily, but I have to remain calm. Unless I'm like talking to my mom, then I won't remain calm.
I should put the big dot. Okay. Your turn.
At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you know already. I go back and forth.
I'm going to put disagree, but on the second one.
Disagree.
I think it's easier to
find people you know,
but I also don't think I'm like, I get a little anxious, so I don't know if either of us are randomly going up to people every time.
Sorry, hold on, let me go next. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another.
Disagree.
Completely disagree, unless I'm building something. Then I have to finish it because I'll lose everything, but I
hop from one thing. I'm like the type of person, when I like clean, I like find something and then I start playing with whatever that is, or I like find something sentimental and I'm taking a picture of it and sending it to them, or you know.
I prefer to, but I don't always do that.
I just don't. You're very sentimental. I agree.
Yeah, I agree. You like to use organizing tools like scheduling and list.
I love a good list.
I don't. I
don't love a good schedule. I will never probably follow it. I love a list.
Don't like a list. I'm going to extremely disagree because I hate schedules and lists.
Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall abilities and knowledge.
I'm going to say middle. I'm going to do right dead smack in the middle because it just depends on what it is for me.
I'm going to do the one below agree. Mm-hmm. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation.
I'm so intimidated if someone well, depends on who. Yes, I disagree.
I feel like many of my friendships have been formed
by you going up to people.
By me going up to people out of like, I don't know where my brain is at the time because I don't think I'm the type of person to do that, but a lot of my like best friendships have happened that way.
Right.
So
agree. Because that's how you ready? You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations, is that what that is? And analysis of creative works.
Discussing various interpretations, analysis. So you're not too interested in doing that.
I don't know what this means. I don't know what this means.
You're not too interested, so you're not interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. So if I'm interpreting this as being like, if there's an art painting, someone's like, the way, the brushstroke.
Actually, I love that stuff.
Brushstroke, not breaststroke. Or like this movie, the critical.
I like people having their own interpretations of things.
Are you fine with discussing that? Are you interested in discussing with people about it? Like breakdowns?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I mean, it'll keep us a conversation at least.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I love a good over-analysis of a show or like something.
I feel like we do that a lot with shows.
Yeah. Remember when I stood in front of you yelling about Love Island for like 20 minutes?
I feel like when you have your own like versions of something, I feel like it's cool to like hear their different versions. Mm-hmm. Your turn, queen.
You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. I actually took something like the other day.
You took something.
Like a quiz type thing.
Okay.
And I think I put that I follow my heart more than my head.
I think I follow my heart more than my head.
Because I'm an overthinker, so I'm like, whatever feels right.
Yeah, I think I follow my heart more than my head.
So I would disagree, but I'm going to do, like, not the big disagree. The
middle?
Yeah. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily routine.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know, because I do like just like flying off the cuff when it comes to like daily routine, but sometimes I think I need routine. Like I think like I thrive better in a routine.
I feel like I have like a little bit of a routine, which is making my bed every day and then figuring out what to do next. It's like what that's
so
what I usually do. So
what do you prefer? Do you feel like
that's
I think I should have a daily routine, so I'm gonna say I prefer it.
I think I'm gonna do like dead smack in the middle again, because like
I'm gonna do the one just to the left. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. Disagree.
I completely disagree. I think about like certain things, like if I said something to a person, like if they
100%.
like got it wrong, like I'm literally just, like I think about it all the time. Makes me scared and anxious.
It's very easy, especially like after a night out or if you meet somebody, to just overanalyze. But I think so many people do that, but it's hard to like step outside of yourself and be like, okay, this person does not care that I was like this. Because
it was like
everyone's
a fucking
so
5-minute conversation too.
Yeah.
You enjoy participating in group activities.
Do ya? I do. I really agree.
If it's you guys, I love doing that.
Yeah.
So maybe. Okay. That's my group, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the first degree. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put the middle again. Because, like...
You don't think you're leaning at all?
To disagree?
No.
Or to agree?
To agree.
I think I'm the first degree.
Like, do you like doing things in a group?
I do. When I do them, I'm enjoying myself.
Whatever you're feeling right now. Okay. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. I do.
I do, actually.
I do like those.
I do. Because sometimes when it's like a harsh ending that you don't like, I sometimes make up the ending, honestly.
Me too.
I don't make it up if I don't like it.
An alternate ending to something.
Oh, I love alternate endings. So good. They have that in Clue. They have 4 alternate endings or 3. I can't remember.
Oh my God. Your turn.
Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I'm going to say I agree. I love helping people with things. So,
your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I don't know if one's over the other. Like, I don't think one's more than the other.
You can do the middle. Yeah. But I personally love, like, being able to help people accomplish things.
Yeah. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next.
I do.
Agree.
I agree. That's really hard.
You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse.
Yes. Yes. Agree. I'm going to agree on that.
Yes. You going to go?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Absolutely. Completely agree.
It's like they wrote that one for you.
Agree, because I hate that.
Because I'm friends with those that don't like to take leadership roles, I usually take
Joe
leadership
and Nikki.
roles, or Joe takes leadership roles.
I'm like, go ahead, please do.
So I wouldn't say I avoid it. I'm a little used to it, but that's okay. Okay. You are definitely not an artistic type of person.
I completely disagree.
You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax.
I do. I way prefer it because I think so if I'm relaxing, I'm looking around, I'm getting really anxious. You
really love a good clean.
I love a good clean. I'm always cleaning. Oh, you enjoy watching people argue? No. I think I have panic attacks.
Does anybody enjoy watching people argue?
Probably fucking psycho narcissist or some shit like that.
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself.
I go back and forth on this. I don't think I tend to avoid it.
You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I don't think you or I personally avoid drawing attention. Like, I don't think we're like...
In my head, I'm always the center of someone's attention. I am in a character. I'm
You
wearing
are a Sag,
big
and I am a
fucking
Leo.
furry boots, glitter in my hair. I need some attention. I'm like asking for some sort of attention. So
I think
feel
we
like
have to disagree.
I'm gonna disagree on this because I do enjoy some sort of attention. Oh God, your mood can change very quickly.
I agree to some degree.
I'm gonna do the first. I agree.
The big one?
No,
The second one?
no. But should I do the second one?
Why are you asking me?
Because the way you're doing the bigger ones, which I was gonna just the smallest one.
I think my mood. Oh, actually, I don't know. It depends if I'm like on my period. Like,
Oh, if I'm on my period, it's switching.
I don't think though I'm like going out the world and I'm like happy one moment and like depressed the next. I think it just depends on.
It depends on what's told to me, what's said to me, and how I'm
It
interpreting
depends
it.
on everybody else and how, how they treat me that day.
I'm gonna say agree.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna say you're doing the big agree.
No, I'm not doing the big agree. I feel like you want me to.
No, I'm not.
Oh God.
You lose patience with people who are not as efficient as you.
I disagree. The only person I lose patience with is my mother. It's just because she does something that's opposite of what I'm telling her.
That's such a mom thing though to be like,
I feel like
move, get out of the way, I'll do it.
yeah, I'll just do it.
I disagree.
I feel like I'm very patient. I can be very patient.
I think I'm people patient.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
I don't know if I have patience for a lot of things, but I think I'm pretty people patient.
Wait, that's disagree then, right?
You lose patience with people who are not. Yes, disagree.
I disagree. Okay, sorry. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment.
Agree.
I do that sometimes.
You've
actually.
always been fascinated by the question of what, if anything, happens after death.
I agree.
I don't know if I've always been fascinated about it. I think. I'm sure there was a point where I was like, what happens after death? But now I'm just like, whatever happens, happens.
I like, every time I think about death, I'm like, I just want to come back as a ghost and haunt people. Like,
What
I
do
literally
you
just
think
wanna spook.
happens?
I think, in my head, I think that my mom says you go through a euphoric feeling, and then your body like dies. I feel like when you're going through the euphoric feeling, that means like your soul's like leaving your body, and wherever you decide to go,
That's what I
however
think.
you interpret it.
I think your physical body dies, but then I think your
soul
spirit
and spirit. I feel
lives
like that it lives on. So that's why I believe in ghosts. So I feel like there's ghosts in the world. So
I definitely think there's ghosts in the world.
I agree. Usually prefer to be around others rather than your own. I disagree. Are you still on the last question or are you on this question?
This one.
Okay.
I just don't know because, like, at one point, I really like needed to be around others to like I could not be by myself ever. But now I really do enjoy solitude. But I enjoy it equally as much as I enjoy
being around people.
Yeah, it's not one over the other now.
Yeah.
So maybe middle.
Yeah, middle's good.
You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical.
What does that mean? Like too real?
I think when I'm thinking it's like a whole bunch of theories, or if somebody's like,
I love a theory.
Yeah, like what if this? And if this happens, what if this?
I love a theory.
I like it too.
I like people like telling me things that they're interested in. Disagree.
Do you find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours?
Yeah. I can totally find it. I'll find a reason to empathize. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You usually postpone finalizing decisions as long as possible.
What are you gonna pick, Lyla?
Extreme agreement. Yeah. Like the highest agreement I can do.
I don't think I do. I like to give people an answer
because
I like a quick answer. Treat people like you want to be treated, ladies and gentlemen. I like to give a quick answer because I'm like, that's what I want. I want someone to just let me know how it is. So I'm gonna go disagree. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. Disagree.
Sometimes I go back and forth. I'm gonna go in the middle because I feel like I did that for a reason, and I'm here for that reason. Like I don't know why. Okay. After a long, exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need.
Agree. You disagree?
I'm gonna put middle disagree because sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, I need to be by myself. Right. But I do enjoy having a little social event.
Yeah.
You rarely feel insecure.
Disagree.
You avoid. Oh no, sorry, Queen.
You avoid making phone calls. I love a phone call.
I like being on the phone with people sometimes.
I love calling people on the phone. I love it more than a FaceTime. Let's talk on the phone.
Nikki does love it. That's why I want a house phone, just for
I
like
know.
Nikki, just so I can answer like
Lyla
that.
knows because I'll call on regular phone. Like I love a little moment of
I
like
think it's fun.
I miss being on like I miss being in like the 5th grade and like calling my friends on their house phone and like
love
kicking
that.
my feet up or like they get your voice message or I love
would
that.
put it in the middle because I don't avoid making them. I do sometimes.
If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible.
Agree. I'm gonna put it in the middle, because what I think about sometimes is like us being with like at Joe's house, and we meant to do one thing.
Oh,
and
you mean I thought it was talking about like
maybe
if someone cancels plans, but I think they mean more what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the middle because like every time we like plan something at Joe's house or my house, it takes us hours and hours and hours to do it.
That's why we're up till 6 in the morning or more because we're like we start doing like our little crafty things at like 2 in the morning, and then we start. Or Joe starts cooking
like it's
at
the most
3
random
in the morning.
thing. So like that's why I'm like
we're going to CVS to pick up prints
literally
for our crafts, whatever.
So I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna
disagree.
I'm gonna go
the first
disagree.
Like the small disagree. You're still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. The only mistake I really am bothered by is still being friends with the one person as long as I was. Other than that,
I don't think you should be upset about that because you have a lot of other people that were also friends with that person longer than they should have been, but also it taught you stuff. So.
Yeah, I feel like making mistakes help you learn, so I don't really get bothered by them that much.
I feel like you can't be, even those things like sound frustrating or like you wish you did date that person or you wish you weren't friends with that person or you wish you stayed in this or whatever.
Right.
I feel like you can't be upset because I truly believe that like everything happens for a reason.
I do too.
Even like some of the most annoying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna say disagree.
Yeah, I'm gonna
middle disagree because Your turn, Queen.
You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life.
I'm gonna say middle because if I think too hard about why we're here, it'll give me a panic attack.
I don't know if I ever think about why we're here, but sometimes I do think about my purpose.
Oh yes,
you know what I mean?
That's a good one. Yeah, like what's my purpose?
I think I know my purpose.
I know my purpose.
Should we could bleep it so we don't give too much away because I think it's vulnerable. But do you want to say what you think your purpose is?
I'll blurb that out. I'm gonna blurb it out. But yeah, what about yours?
I think.
No, I want to be gasping so people can be like, "What? What is she saying?"
I think like whatever I end up doing in life, in terms of like career or anything like that, I think the base of all of it is going to be like storytelling because I love storytelling. Whether that's like something in like something, our podcast or movies or whatever. Yeah. If I do something like that, if I ever host a show or something, I think the basis of it is all going to be storytelling.
I think that's really good. Yeah. I think that's really good. I think she'll be the new Wendy Williams, but better. And like people will be fine that she says their business. Like they'll be like, "Oh, this is Nikki."
Right. Yeah. I don't know if I want to be Miss Wendy now.
Not Wendy, but like that concept of like sitting and talking on the show. So maybe like The View.
We'll sit on that one.
You know what?
I'm gonna be
Nikki
something
Talks.
new.
What if it's like Nikki Talks?
Nikki Talks.
And
she never stops talking.
And our taglines. And she never stops talking.
Yes.
There you go.
Exactly. Okay. Your emotions control you more than you control them.
Agree.
I'm gonna go not the biggest one.
I'm gonna do middle.
I'm gonna do this. Yes. Okay.
You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's their fault completely. I
don't have to make anybody look bad.
I think I do take a care of making sure that people don't look bad.
I think you
in my eyes. And it's happened to a lot of people, whether it's like friendships or other people, that I really try not to make them look bad. I like to let them do it on their own. And so I'm gonna say agree. Because I do try to really not make that
Yeah,
person look bad.
I don't think I've ever gone out of my way to make someone look bad. I think, but I'm also not going to protect them from looking bad
Right.
in terms of if it's someone that, like in a friendship context,
Mhm.
like who I think you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because they could do that all on their own.
They could.
Yeah.
They really could.
When it is completely their fault, I'm going to disagree. If I worried about what other people protecting, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I was worried about that type of stuff.
I have to work on that because I really do protect people where I shouldn't. And it's so fucking annoying.
Yeah. Your personal work style is closer to Yes. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts.
I'm going to say agree.
I think I'm going to go agree, but I think I'm going to put... Actually, I think I'll go...
the middle.
The middle, yeah.
You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I feel like I do. I agree.
I think I do, too.
I feel like you can sense someone's energy.
I sent this TikTok a while ago. I think I sent it to her, but it was like a friend. And it was like, oh my God, hi, how are you? And the friend's like, hi. And she's like, I'm good. And he's like, looks at her. And then he like starts getting sad. And he's like, no, babe, come here. Like, you can just tell with your friend.
You can tell by like,
I'm like, how are you really doing?
Yeah, you can tell by your friends' like demeanor, the way they respond.
I clock Lyla on that all the time.
She does.
I'm like, are you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, tears
are you really okay?
Never. I'm never really. When she's asking it, I'm never okay.
I already know. I'm like waiting for the
one teardrop. Okay, I'm really fine.
Yeah. Yes, I would say agree.
What?
It's hard to gauge though. You know at first glance how someone is feeling.
Yeah.
It's hard to gauge sometimes, but I think for the most part.
I feel like yeah.
Oh, your turn.
You often feel overwhelmed. Agree, but I'm doing small agree. Actually, middle agree. I'm doing middle agree.
Actually, yeah.
Your turn, queen.
You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps.
Disagree. Completely.
Disagree.
Even when I'm building something,
I was about to say,
skip a couple things.
I love a shortcut.
Yeah.
Your turn.
You're very intrigued by things labeled as controversial.
In regards to what?
I always like, I don't know. Controversial? I think I'm going to do middle. Because I don't know how to interpret
Yeah, because if we're talking controversial, like I love reading people's controversial opinions.
Yeah, Nikki and I took a class on controversial issues.
We totally did.
We took a class on that.
We totally did.
I don't remember it, but I know we did take it.
That was a good time. I like that class.
That was
we talked about like.
I liked him though as a teacher.
I loved him. I think he got married by now.
I hope he did.
He was like planning to propose.
Aw.
You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more.
I think so. I think I would.
I'm trying to think of a situation that would be.
I can't think of a situation, but I feel like I would. I tend to put people in front of me a lot, like for me.
I think I would. I'm just trying to think of what that situation is.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. Yeah, I think if somebody was like not in a good spot and they needed this more than me.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. Your turn.
You feel confident that things will work out for you. Agree.
Oh, 100% agree.
That's like the one thing I got going.
You have to feel confident.
That's like what I literally... Okay, here's a bit of advice. Even though Lyla and I, we've seen our fair share of,
Mental breakdowns?
Mental breakdowns, certain failures, whatever you interpret a failure to be. Certain, things that haven't gone right. It's part of life, especially in this dark time we call our early 20s.
Yeah.
But the one thing we have going for us is that everything will work out in the end.
Oh, everything has to work out. We have no other option.
There's no other option for it to work out.
There is.
I think whenever I'm in, I was thinking about this today. Whenever I'm in a state of just like, I'm like, God, I just don't feel like I'm that girl right now. Like, I don't feel like I'm in a place where I want to be. I speak to myself as if I'm referring to me now. Like, I speak like this. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I remember when I was in my early 20s and, like, I would have never thought that I'd be right here where I am right now in life. And it's crazy. Like, if I could talk to my 22-year-old self and be like, listen, everything's going to work out. You don't need to worry about this.
Right.
You don't need to, like, that's how I do that all the time.
I talk to myself as if I'm getting interviewed.
all the time. Or like as if I'm writing a book or something. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I pretend that I'm my successful self, which I know I will be, speaking about myself now.
Wow.
Just another level
I
of
think that's
delusion.
smart. You have to be delusional.
Yeah, I back it really hard. So does Lyla.
No.
Delusional.
Are you ready to see your results? INFP -T.
Let's see what
I'm a
I
mediator. Are
Hold
you
on,
E?
mine's still loading.
What'd you get?
ENFP?
Oh my god!
Campaigners.
I knew she was gonna get E and I was gonna get I. We have the same thing except for yours is E and mine's I.
What does that mean?
INFP and you're an ENFP. I'm a mediator. Mediators are poetic, kind, and altruistic people, always eager to help a good cause.
Slide. That is very you.
I am 54% introverted and 46% extroverted.
Where are you reading this from? Mine looks like this.
Yeah, you push next.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Your personality type is campaigner, ENFP-T. Campaigners are enthusiastic, creative, and sociable free spirits who can always find a reason to smile.
Aww.
And then I'm 88% extroverted and 12% introverted.
Whoa.
Extroverted individuals readily enjoy group activities and value social interaction. They tend to be outwardly enthusiastic and express their excitement.
Oh my god.
You want to read your energy?
My energy is 70% intuitive and 30% observant. Intuitive individuals are imaginative, open-minded, and curious. They value originality and focus on hidden meanings and distant possibilities.
I also got that I am more intuitive than observant.
Right.
And I got 68% intuitive, 32% observant.
Wow.
But it also says like intuitive individuals. Yeah. Nature. Oh I got 78% feeling.
Okay.
22% thinking. What'd you get?
84% feeling and 16% thinking.
Feeling individuals value emotional expression and sensitivity. They place a lot of importance on empathy, social harmony, and cooperation. Yeah. I think that's very important. I always say that I think the world would be a better place if everyone was a little more empathetic.
Oh, tactics. I got 71% prospecting and 29% judging.
I got 61% prospecting and 39% judging.
So interesting.
Prospecting individuals are very good at improvising and adapting to opportunities. They tend to be flexible, nonconformists who value novelty above stability.
Right on.
Nice. Identity.
What'd you get?
I got 71% turbulent, 29% assertive.
Interesting. I got 57% turbulent and 43% observant.
Assertive. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. Amen. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionistic, and eager to improve.
Real.
What is assertive? Does yours not say that?
No, my God.
Oh, you got more.
I got more. Although they may seem quiet or unassuming, mediators have vibrant, passionate inner lives. Creative and imaginative, they happily lose themselves in daydreams. Real. Inventing all sorts of stories and conversations in their minds. Real. These personalities are known for their sensitivity. Mediators can have profound emotional responses to music, art, and nature, and the people around them.
Real. That's you.
That's so me.
Mine says, campaigners are true free spirits, outgoing, open-hearted, and open-minded. With their lively, upbeat approach to life, they stand out in any crowd. But even though they can be the life of the party, campaigners don't just care about having a good time. These personality types run deep, as does their longing for meaningful emotional connections with other people.
That's cute. Do you want to say who the people that are like yours? It's at the bottom. Because I got a couple people.
Oh my God.
Who are like you?
Robert Downey Jr., Robin Williams, this is a crazy bunch. Quentin Tarantino, RM, Kim Namjoon. That's why Lila's in love with me, because her man is literally me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Russell Brand. Jesus Christ. Kelly Clarkson. Another crazy one, Will Smith. Another odd one, Meg Ryan. Another odd one, Ellen DeGeneres. Michael Scott, Spider-Man. Oh my God, Phil Dunphy. Joe literally says I'm Phil Dunphy.
Oh my God, she does. I've heard that before.
I don't know who some of these people are. Peter Malark.
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Bradshaw.
Shut the fuck up.
That's actually
insane.
terrible. I got excited and then I realized how terrible that is. Okay, your turn. I got actually a really crazy bunch. Don't judge me off that, guys.
I got William Shakespeare, Bjork, Alicia Keys, Tom Hiddleston, Julia Roberts.
These are great.
William Wordsworth.
That is.
Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Frodo Baggins from The Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Arwen from Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Fox Mulder from X-Files.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Thank
you so much for tuning into our personality quiz. I was ENFP-T.
I am literally the same except for INFP-T.
So if you guys want to look into that and get to know us,
you can also see the compatibilities between each ones.
Really?
Yes.
Wait, yeah.
I have an announcement. So does Nikki.
Giveaway! I was like, where is she going with this? You guys, we're finally doing our first giveaway. Okay, so the rules for the giveaway are, what you're going to do first is you're going to mosey on down to Dysfunctional Diaries Instagram. And you're going to follow the Instagram.
Absolutely.
Just so you can know the rules, okay? For no ulterior purposes. This is the most important. Listen clearly. You're going to go to Spotify. You're going to follow Dysfunctional Diaries on Spotify and give us a rating.
5 stars.
We'd love a 5-star rating.
No, we're only accepting 5-star ratings.
You heard her. You know, I wouldn't mess with her if I was you. Listen to her. Okay?
Nikki.
Then you're going to screenshot that you followed and rated us. And you're going to DM that so we have proof. DM that to Dysfunctional Diaries. The more people you get to rate it, hence the more screenshots you send, the more times you will be entered.
Yeah.
Also tag a friend.
Yeah.
So you can get more ratings.
Absolutely.
But yeah, those are the rules.
And look out for our Instagram to see what we're going to be giving away.
What we're going to be giving away.
Which,
yeah.
Can't wait for
you guys to see. It's going to be something fun.
It's going to be really cute.
Your only hint is there's going to be some pink in there. Did you expect anything else?
No.
Okay.
Oh my God. Well,
that's it.
There's highs, there's lows, there's ins, there's outs.
You've seen about all 16 of our personalities today.
Absolutely.
And our 16 personality quiz.
Sorry for so many screaming moments. I will try to lower that part down.
No, we got to give them the full thing.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Okay, thank you so much for watching. We love you. Thank you so much. It was the best time ever.
Bye. Stream not only Dysfunctional Diaries by ISTGJJ. Fuck, I forgot what the title is. But love you guys. Bye. I'm sweating.
Why are you making those sounds?
To get my period cramps to go away.
Oh, it sounded like sounds.
Penis? Punking?
Because you said, ooh, ha, ha.